welcome to This Knitty Life. My name is Rachel and I'm coming to you from Leeds, West Yorkshire, where I live with my husband, my 2 children and my 2 puppy dogs. I forgot who I lived with then. I live with, did I say Leeds? I'm in Leeds, which is in West Yorkshire. I'm originally from the northeast, so I still have a little bit of the accent, and this is episode 60 of my podcast, where you get a little snippet into what I have been up to, what I've been making, what I've been buying, what I've been wanting to make, what I've been thinking about, and all of that kind of thing. So thank you very much for joining me today. If you are new, you are very welcome around here. I hope you are well. You can find me on the internet as Reward on Ravelry and this_knitty_life on Instagram. I'll put some details on the side for you there, but you're welcome to join along there and see what I get up to as it happens. I'm quite good at updating my projects on Ravelry actually. I tend not to do my new stash actually now, but normally that tends to go on Instagram. But yes, grab yourself a drink. How are you? Been quite a week, hasn't it? Indeed. Whilst we are in the UK, we still we are feeling for the people across the pond. So I hope a little bit of Knitty chat can offer you a little bit of comfort, if comfort is what you need. I will be happy to provide it for you. So thank you very much for coming. I have got a finished object to show you. This is it is my Halloween jumper. I did finish it in time, but I've not podcast since. This is called Stripes of Joy, and this is by Tiff Nealon. I have made many of these. It is in DK weight yarn. This is by Siobhan's Crafts. Apart from the cream, which is Floof Fibre, which is an undyed neon neps. I'll try and stand up, just check. Got small dogs around me. Yep, so I've got leggings on today. So yeah, this is a really nice fit. I did long sleeves. So I think they kind of match. Hang on, put my arms right. It should match, look. They do match. They do match vaguely. But yes, this is a Tiff Nealon pattern and I recommend it to everyone. It's really easy. There's just increases every now and again. There's an eyelet row here. Really easy. She has a 4-ply version of it as well, which is really good. I've knit a few of those as well. I think a slightly different name, but yeah, Tiff Nealon. And yeah, this is a DK weight yarn. I think it would be perfect for things like advents and things like that, to break up the colours with a solid stripe. But obviously it increases as you get wider and wider. I think this is maybe the size 2. I like mine quite fitted, dare I say. So yeah, really pleased with how this has turned out. I did wear it. I think I finished it. I finished it about the weekend before Halloween. I think Halloween was a Thursday, so I think I maybe finished it on that weekend before. So I have had the opportunity to wear it a few times. I know I wore it for the first time on the Saturday, and we did like an apple juicing event in our local area, and some pumpkin carving and things. So I definitely wore it then, and my daughter Martha wore her Halloween jumper, which I showed you on the last one, so I might try and insert some pictures. We also had half term since I've last spoken to you as well, so that's always nice to have some time off work. So we went to a theme park one of the days called Gulliver's Travels, and there was it was all set up for Halloween, and there was a bit in there where it was like a UV light area, and I got some really fun pictures of Martha's jumper in there, and it's the neon neps, which you can kind of see here. Maybe I've got a slightly different ratio on today. Don't know how to make it work. It's the neon neps anyway. You know what that looks like. Yeah, so that works out really well. Literally at the last minute, a couple of days before Halloween, I decided to make a Halloween hat. I think she's got it on at school today because we can't find it. So that's really annoying. But that was Telly Bean Knits, which is Stephanie Lotven, Lotven. And I can't even show you a picture of it because the pictures are on my phone, and I'm recording on my phone today. I have got a new tripod set up with some new lights, and I'm kind of digging how it's looking actually. I've got this on cinematic mode on my phone, so that's nice. So hopefully that'll work out well. But yeah, I will try and insert a little bit of a video or something of the hat because I'm really pleased with it. It's a full colour work hat. She released kind of little bundles. There's 2 designers which I keep mixing up, but I've got the details of them. And she released some Halloween bundles, and so it goes something like pumpkins, ghosts, something. But the hat's been really good. It seems to fit everyone in the house, so everyone's worn it at some point or other in the last couple of weeks, and it's still a firm favourite, which is why I think my husband had it on yesterday, and I'm sure she's got it on today because it's not where I left it. So yeah, that is, I'm going to call it a Halloween hat, and that is by Tellybean Knits. She did have a knit along as well for like a cowl, not a cowl, like I'd call it like a bandana shawl thing, you know, that kind of go around. I don't know if it is a cowl in the end. I don't think it loops round, but she had one where it was clues throughout the month, leading up to Halloween, well, leading up maybe a bit before Halloween, and it had loads of different bits of texture and then lots of colour work. And I know she's doing another one for Christmas as well, actually. I've just seen that advertised. So that could be quite fun as well. I'm not quite sure if I'm going to join in that or not, but I did buy the other pattern, not realising it was a make-along, and we didn't have all of the clues because I just wanted the colour work. And she'd released pictures of the hat, but I think I've mentioned this before, that they're often released quite late, and I wanted to wear it for the whole of October. But it was released quite late, and I thought, well, I can get the pattern, the colour work chart off the shawl, but it didn't quite work out that way. But never mind. Yeah, so I'll try and put some pictures in of the hat, but if you follow me on Instagram, you'll have seen it all on there. So just staying on the Halloween theme, how many FOs have I got? I've got 4. 4. That's impressive, right? So what have I got here? More Halloween things. So just while we're on the theme, I haven't quite finished with this bit yet. So I made some socks as well. So they're very much my jumper leftovers and the hat leftovers. So this is the DK vanilla pattern that I've been using at the minute. It's really easy to do. It's by the Sock Lady. That's what she's called, isn't she? I need to maybe tie that a bit tighter. It's by the Sock Lady. It's a DK vanilla socks. I did do the extra gussety bit on the heel, just along here. But yeah, finally got 2 pairs of socks. 2 socks. So one of you might notice is that this one is a bit bigger. I kind of got a bit carried away. I bought a new needle in at Yarndale, and I got 3.25. I think I should have got 3. I basically cast on too big at the top. So I've not got the ends in here because I'm debating picking up here and ripping this out and going a bit smaller, because it's supposed to be like this one. It is supposed to be this thickness, and this one is quite different actually. So what I think I'm probably going to do is try and wear them for a little bit, and then decide if it's bothering me enough. But yeah, kind of made my own self-striping socks basically. It was an absolute giant pain to sew all the ends in. But I had loads of bits of leftovers, and I do really like them. And self-striping yarn isn't cheap because it's a pesky thing to make. So yes, all the Halloween things at the minute. Despite it being over and everyone's fully in Christmas mode now that it's November. So yes, what date is it? It is the 14th of November 2024. It's Thursday. Just finished work. Got myself all set up here, and yeah, I've been meaning to record for a while, but stars don't always align, but I've managed to squeeze it in now. So there we go. Finished object number technically 3. So yes, something that's not Halloweeny now. I need to trim the ends on this. I've put the ends in, but I've not trimmed them. I've made a hat. Get this in focus. So this yarn I showed you last time, it's by, is it Mammy and Me? I think it's Mamie. And it is the DK Boucle. So that is super gorgeous. So I have just kind of winged the pattern. So I just cast on with some of this blue, Siobhan's Crafts, and this is a DK weight here. I think I cast on 80. And then I've got the boucle It's absolutely super duper soft and squishy. I did cast on originally with a bit of a smaller needle than I should have, and I'll try and insert the pictures here, but I got a bit carried away. I changed, I thought this is too tight. I'll change needle sizes, and then it kind of did like really splodgy pooling. So it was like a red bit here, a pink bit here, a purple bit here. Blah, blah, blah. And yes, it was fun and it was fine, but it kind of wasn't really what I wanted it to do. So I decided to take it back. So this is actually on a 4.5mm needle, and I like it much, much more. It is a bit squidgy more so. Hang on, I don't mind taking my hair down. It fits Martha more than it fits me, I suppose we'd say. She's 11. It's always funny when you've not got any hair, so I'll pull this little bit out. So it does fit nice, I think. But yeah, that's super duper cute, and it was super duper fast. Super duper duper. Yeah, so that's worked really well. It's always kind of tempting not to make more hats because I've obviously got absolutely, I don't know if this back on or not. I've got absolutely loads and loads, but I kind of just wanted something new. So yeah, I went with this one. So yeah, I think it was about 80. I'm sure it was about 80 stitches. There's a dog on the chair. If you could not do that, dog. So I've got the new tripod, but it's a clip-on and it won't clip on the table because the sides of the table is really narrow. So it's on the back of the chair. And Peggy keeps on lying on the chair, so everything's moving. So that's brilliant. So yeah, that's how that one has worked out. I'm really pleased with that. I just need to snip my ends. But yeah. So what shall I move on to now? So I'm going to move on now to some whips that you've already seen that I've made some progress in. Woohoo! So one that needs to be done but's not is my Sunset Highway. So I think I'd maybe only got an inch or so past the colour work here. I'll try not to let the needles scrape too much. So I've made some significant progress here. So I am now on the rib of the body. So there we go. This is actually for my mum. I have a mum because I'm from the northeast. So this is for my mum, and yeah, I'm on to the rib on the body. It was her birthday on Tuesday. She's officially a pensioner, which makes her very old. She's officially a pensioner, and they've gone to Scotland for her birthday because she is Scottish. She's from Preston Pans, so they've gone up there. So keep on getting pictures of this. This is Mum's old street. This is Mum's old house. This, you know, that kind of thing. So I'm seeing her at the weekend. So it's Thursday today, Thursday night, evening no less, afternoon. So I need to get this done. So yes, I'm hoping that's going to go well. But I think I was literally like maybe an inch after the colourway. So I've managed to do that. I think we went to the cinema a couple of times since, and I think we're going today. I know we saw not Ghostbusters, Beetlejuice 2. We went to see Beetlejuice 2, and I think I knit on it then. And then we went to see something else as well with the kids, but I can't remember what it was. Oh, we went with Martha. Theo was out, and we went with Martha. I can't remember what we saw. I can't remember what it was. I'll maybe put it in if I remember, because it's annoying me. Yeah, I think we're going to see Paddington tonight. So what I need to do now, it's 2:20 now. In theory, I need to finish this rib, which is very little, cast it off and pick up a sleeve. Or even if I can't finish the rib, I need to pick up a sleeve and get going on the sleeve so it's ready for the cinema. But this is, can't remember what yarn this is. It is it called Scrumptious? It's like indie, but not indie. I think it's called Scrumptious. This blue is by Stranded Dye Works, Jude Harper. I can't think of the name now. I think this purple is Black Elephant. But yeah, that's coming along really nicely. I'm really pleased with the amount of progress I did. I just keep on having to pick it up. Yes, so that is working well. If it's not finished by the weekend, that's fine. She'll survive. Yes. So the next one is my love note. I should have checked where I was, but I can't remember. I should have checked where I was, but it's significantly bigger. Bigger, longer, moved on. So I'm on the sleeves now. I'm pretty sure I know I didn't have the body done. I must have had the charts done. Give it a little shake. I must have had the lace done. So this is how this one is coming along. This is in felt, no, fibre fusion, no, something fusion. The other cake is down there. I can't remember what it's called. So it is a blue singles, and which I think is by Giddy Ant Yarns, which I've had for a long time, and then this gorgeous gorgeous mohair. So that is a mohair. This is Love Note. It's a Tin Can Knits one. It's got a high-low hem, which you can probably see. It's high-low hem, and I'm just onto the sleeves. I thought it'd be really wearable to get a navy one to go with lots of things, but then I had a text. I've got two sisters from my sister, my middle sister. I'm the youngest, obviously. Saying, Mum has asked me to hint to you that she wants more knitwear. So now I'm kind of debating giving it to her. It's maybe a bit too cropped for her. She doesn't really like them too cropped. But anyway, significant progress on this one as well. So I'm really pleased with how that's coming along. That is being held in a bag that I made, actually. It's one of the Peter Pan ones. Once upon a time I'd make things. So yeah, that one's coming along. I'm trying to remember the name of the dyer. Fusion something. It's not felt fusion, but there's one down there, but there's a box. It's in there, but there's a box on top of a box on top of a box. It'll come to me, but that's annoying me for now. So yeah, they are mainly the whips that I've been kind of working on, really trying to get those garments done. I'd like to get them done sooner rather than later. But obviously, me being me, I have cast on something brand new. Apart from, you know, the socks, the hat, and the other hat. I cast on a Christmas jumper. So this pattern came out. Let me just have a little drink. So this pattern came out, which is by Pacific Knit Co. It's the winter doodle sweater. It's been very popular. I've seen it on Instagram everywhere. I got all of my colours from Siobhan's Crafts, again like these. She does a 50-gram DK for £8, which I think is really good. She's got a really good range of colours. So I'm actually going to make the one in the picture. I'm trying to establish if this is going to blur or not, but I think I'm making the one in the colour in this picture, because it comes with like a huge amount of charts. 51 winter doodle motifs: snowflakes, coffee, gifts, stars, holly, pine cones, pine trees, reindeer, frosty snowmen, festive geometric designs, and more. So it's a hashtag winter doodle sweater. So I think it's her first sweater release as well, actually. She's got lots of other ones. So again, in a bag that I made, Christmas bag that I've made years ago now. So not a huge amount. I'll show you my colours first, shall I? Actually, no, that's for my other one. No, it's not. No, that is from my other one. That's from my Halloween one. Everything's getting a bit blurred. I've got this. I got some undyed. I've got quite a bit of undyed. I think I've got 3 undyed. Like a pink pop. And then there's red as well, but I'm very low on my red. So I've got these colours. I'll show you how I am doing. Not doing too bad. I've not picked it up this week because I've been trying to get my mum's jumper done. And I finished that hat. That was what I did last night. I just wanted something fun. It's been a bit of a rough week, so I wanted something a bit fun. So this is how I am doing. So I just copied the design. So this bit here, which is like the V in the red. So this red is actually Castleview yarns, left over from something else. Can't remember the name of it. And then I've gone into a snowflake, which was a bit of a mare, really. Like, there's not a huge amount of consistency with some of these patterns. Like, it's like 1 here and then 3 and then 4 and then 2 and then 1 or something like that. There's not a lot of, there's only the occasional round of 3 gap, 3, 3, 3, which you're like, oh, thank goodness. But yeah, that's doing really nicely now. So I'm jumping into this one next. That is like a bubblegum pink, I suppose I'd call it. So I think, according to this, it is some holly next. So pink background, with it's supposed to be this green again, holly. So we'll see there. So yeah, that's doing pretty well. So it's obviously got the short rows in, top down. This is the front. I don't know yet if I will do, you can see they've got like little stitches all along. So it did this for the Soldotna as well, where it's kind of like basic stocking stitch, but like every 3 stitches you do a blob of another colour. So I'm debating whether I will or not. I don't know if I just want a plain cream body. I don't know if that's very me. 1 second. Oh, I love you so much, Bob. I know. So yeah, that's come along really nicely. I'm really pleased with that, but definitely quite faffy. So I think that's why I wanted to do the hat. So that's a little bit of the red I've got left over, and that's the greeny colour. I think I need, well, actually that's a teal. I think I did get a green originally for my Halloween one from Siobhan's Crafts, but I think I decided it was too Christmassy, but I can't put my hands on it now. So I need to locate that. So yeah, that one's come along nicely. But yeah, I do need kind of audiobooks and concentratey time to do that. And I've not done it, so I've not touched it since the weekend, I don't think. And now it's Thursday. So yeah, that's doing well. Just tie these up. Yeah, super pleased with that. Are you making any Christmas jumpers? I'd love to see it if you're starting anything. Now is the time really to kind of get a wriggle on with that. I do have lots of Christmas jumpers. I've got red love notes. I've got throwovers by Andrew Mowry in like Christmassy colours. I've got this in Christmassy colours that I did last year that I wear quite a lot, different coloured stripes. Yeah, there's loads of options. I do want to make a hat as well, like I've done with the Halloween one, so I'd like to do that sooner rather than later, to be honest. Yeah, so I need to do that too. Right, yeah, so all Siobhan's Crafts. So that's kind of acquisitions as well, because I got the Siobhan's Crafts did come. So yeah, so that's just a winter doodle sweater, and yeah, really recommend that one. So I think that's all I've brought over with me. I've definitely touched other things in terms of, I know I've done a good couple of colours on my crochet blanket that I was doing. It's like the Shawly blanket-y thing, the Spectrum one. I've done a couple of colours on that, but I've just not bothered bringing it in really, because it's not a huge amount of difference when you're working on that size. But I brought that in. No, I've not brought that in, but I've done some on that. I've done a little bit on my Musselburgh hat, but really nothing to write home about or nothing to bother showing you with. I had a little bit of a frogging session the other day, and I ripped a couple of things out just that I've not been using, and I've also pulled a couple of things and oh yeah, I really wanted to finish that. Things like that. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to do some acquisitions. I went to the Yorkshire Yarn Fest on Sunday with my friend Fran from Franny Do Makes. Sophie very kindly gave us some tickets to go, so it's about 40 minutes from here. So Fran came here and then I drove us over to York. So it was really nice. We got there maybe about 11:45, and it was pretty quiet, because I think before that it was like exclusive access or inclusivity access, disability access, that kind of thing. So it was pretty quiet when we got there, but then it kind of picked up really quite quickly. We got to see lots of our friends. My lovely Beehive Beth, I've not seen her for a while. She's not done a show since Yarndale, not this year, but the previous year. So I've not seen her for over a year. So that was really nice to get to see her. And some of our other friends. I know Fran was really excited to see the bags that she really likes. Goodness me, not doing well with names today, am I? Anyway, we got to see lots of our friends, and that was really nice. You know, some people that we don't get to run into very often. So yeah, we had a really nice time. There was 4 different rooms. Went and sat down, had a yummy sausage roll and another drinky. We were both pretty much on a budget. If you watch Fran's podcast, you know she's heading out to Amsterdam soon, so she wanted to save her budget for Stephen and Penelope, which is fair enough. So I was like, well, we'll go together, and we'll try and kind of keep each other in check. It's like, well, this is my budget, I've got this much. And she's like, well, I just want one skein of pinky colours for a present for someone. So I was like, right, let's try and keep that in mind. So I did quite well, really. One I was really excited to see. I've not seen her for a while because she's been on maternity leave. And I didn't get loads because I couldn't, I feel like I'm missing one. Oh yes, it's here. I couldn't decide what to get. And that is Rainbow Heirloom. I love Rainbow Heirloom's colours. This is called Guilty Pleasure, this pinky colour. And this is called Fighting Fish. And this is New Nail Polish. You'll know I've got a lot of their yarns, and I kind of basically should have had a little check-in of what I've got. I know I did a massive order. They had a bit of a sale on a while ago, and I did a massive order, and I know I've got a lot, so I was quite hesitant to buy stuff because I was like, I'm sure I've got that. I'm sure I've got that already. I'm sure I've got a full skein of that. So I needed some more red for my Christmas jumper because I knew I only had a tiddly bit left of Jane at Castleview's yarn, so it's quite a similar red. And these colours work really well for everything. I use them quite a lot, these two. So I just grabbed these, but they did have mini mohair as well, which I was really tempted by. But I wanted to do like basically something like this, but a mohair version. But I couldn't quite match up with some things I had. I bought some at Woolmonty from Green Lambkin, and I was kind of trying to match up some mohair with them, so I didn't have to knit a 4-ply jumper. But none of that, I had the picture on my phone, I couldn't quite match them up, so I just went with these three just so I wasn't kind of being frivolous for the sake of it, because you know, you can just order them online. But her yarn is gorgeous. It's so saturated. It's certainly not solid. There's so much depth to it. It's brilliant. Whereas I guess with Siobhan's Crafts, the solid colours, like it's definitely a lime, or maybe the purple has got more depth to it, but like the orange is kind of just orange, whereas these have got like, the blues have got so many layers to them and it looks incredible. So I got these three. I got some stitch markers which are kicking about, but I can't actually remember who I got them off. I can remember where I was, but I can't remember who that was. But I got just like some little cute stitch markers. Not that I need them, but I keep on buying them, then put them down, and then I can't find them. These ones, I need to lean forward, sorry. So these ones are from Beehive Beth. No idea what they're for, but look how beautiful they look together. So these are all sparkly, super sparkly actually. Super duper sparkly, these ones. They don't have names, excuse me, because they are in the mini basket. They did have a full skein of this, which I was really tempted by, which isn't like me at all really, because it's kind of like a bird egg blue. Bird nest, bird egg. Oh, sorry, my throat's all tickly. You know what I mean. Duck egg. Duck egg? No. So yeah, they look super cute together. I don't know what they're going to be. This is a navy blue. But you know, I just wanted to support my friends. So I got four of them. I think they're about five each, her minis. But they're gorgeous. And I think, spoiler alert, that's where Fran bought her skein as well that she wanted to get. But yeah, but lovely to see her. She's doing well. Obviously, in post Advent haze, which is always hectic for the dyers, isn't it? They're all a bit burnt out this time of year. So one thing I did get, this had 20% off, and I've bought this yarn before, and this colorway before. So this is Floof Fibres, who is so good at speckles. I don't know how to make this be in focus because it's got like a square around my face, and I can see that that's not in focus. But can you see it there? Anyway, this is called Born This Way. I did buy some at Woolmonty, and I started a purple and neon yellow jumper, but in 4-ply, but I kind of missed my seasons in terms of speed. So these are all highly speckled, and obviously it's going to be a jumper with some description. So they were 20% off. So I think they were normally £20, so they were £16, which is nice. So yeah, that's all I got from there, which I think is a sensible amount without going crazy. I guess the reason I didn't go crazy, obviously we've just had Yarndale. I did go and get my tattoos in half term, so I did get my 3 tattoos. My others are on my leg, you can't see, but you might be able to see this. This is so awkward, this one. I had it coloured in, basically. This one's been coloured in. I'm trying to figure out where's in focus. So yeah, she just kind of she's got little dots around it as well. So she coloured all that in. I got someone called Sam Nancy. She works at is it not Tower Yarns. She works in Headingley. She's called Sam Nancy anyway on Instagram. And I got an acorn on my leg and a love heart with R&R, me and my husband, on the other side of my leg. Two of them I numbed for because I knew where they were going, and then one I didn't, and the difference was significant in terms of pain. Significant. So yeah, most of my budget went on that. Speaking of budgets, I do have yarn stash. I've made it a highlight on my Instagram. I did have it up on my stories. No disrespect to the yarn dyers or anything, but just not using the yarn, it's just sat there. I just wanted a little change. So that is on my highlights on my Instagram. Generally everything's pretty fairly priced. Well, it's all fairly priced. It's like £12, £13. There's some American yarns. This was a bit of a neutral destash, so there's quite a lot of like softer tones there, not anything particularly neon-y. I do think there's a couple of spectrum fibres actually, just because I'm leaning towards DK more. So yeah, so go and have a little look on them, see how that goes, see if anyone's interested in anything. So yeah, that's what's going on. One more acquisition actually that I want to show you. This is the same designer that has done the winter doodle sweater. I did actually get this book. I got it from Amazon. It's about £13, which I thought was good, really good. It's got, I can't entirely show you, but it's got loads of charts in. It's got like a fair amount of patterns. So these are like doodle socks, 4-ply, and then there's doodle mittens as well. That's really good. And then there's a basic hat. So this is what I'm going to use for my Christmas hat. So it's got all the numbers, and then basically you kind of just plug the charts in where you want them. Like they've got some little examples there as well. So there's DK socks, there's 4-ply socks. Excuse me. There's a big scarf. There's I think there's a cowl. Yeah, there's a cowl as well. Infinity cowl. So they're referring to them as pattern recipes. And then there's absolutely loads of charts. It goes through like there's a winter one, and there's a spring one, a summer one, there's lots of leaves, autumn, florals, all of that jazz, then butterflies and chicks, and then basic geometrics. And then it's like looking at colour, how to pick colour, making it black and white, what works well, and then it's got like grid paper and stuff. But yeah, thrilled with that. I really don't buy books very often at all because I just don't use them. But yeah, I've really liked this. It's yeah, it's been really good and an absolute steal, I think. So yeah, I'll definitely be using that DK one for the next. It's even got like basic stitches in the back and how to cast on, Judy's Magic cast on, long tail cast on, short row heels, how to do them. So yeah, really thrilled with that. Really pleased with it. Obviously there's a little bit of a crossover in terms of some of the charts are in the patterns I've already bought, but she's been releasing those little stacks of cards lately. I know that Sophie Botanical Yarns Knits had like a bit of an exclusive plant one recently, but there's called Doodle Decks, something like that. But yeah, they seem really popular, but you can just buy the book, which does kind of work out a bit better cost wise. So yeah, that's what's been going on here. I think it's been a few weeks now. We did hit just 800 subscribers, so I'm absolutely thrilled about that. Yeah, it's been really good. I really appreciate people subscribing and commenting and interacting with me. I do really appreciate. I know there's many podcasts out there, so thank you very much for joining and watching me. So that's about all I've got to tell you. So if you want to kind of drop a comment, if you're making anything festive, Christmassy, anything like that, would you brave one of these doodle sweaters? Like, what's your view on colour work? Do you think it's really hard? Would you not go near it? Or do you like it as much as me? Because I feel like I use it quite a lot actually. One thing that Fran had on the other day at Yorkshire Yarn Fest, she had the lace. It was a red lace jumper. I want to say Amy Dowden, but I don't think that's right. And I've lost the pattern name out of my head too. I have got the pattern. It's lacy. I know Bex Creates has made one. I want to make one, but I'm not a fan. I'm not the biggest fan of lace in terms of knitting it. So she's like, oh, I'm not entirely confident with colour work. And I'm like, well, I'm not really confident in lace. So it's kind of nice. I'm trying not to just dwell and think what all those names are called now. But you know, I can't remember. I think you know what I mean anyway. There was a cardigan version of it and a jumper version, but that was really nice. I do have 3 gorgeous skeins from Castleview Yarns, which I think is called Ridiculous Obsession. It's a really nice green that I'd probably like to do something like that in rather than sticking colour work on it, but maybe something a bit lacy. So that's about all. Once again, how many times do I need to say that? That's it for today. I'm going to try and get my rib done on my Sunset Highway. I've not actually had any lunch yet. It's 23. Might just have a sneaky bowl of cereal before they pick the kids up. And that's it. Oh, and other exciting news, my 2 advents have arrived. My die candy arrived today in a pizza box, and my Spectrum Fibre, which is a 12-day one, they're both 4-ply ones. That came yesterday. So I've now got both of those. That's super duper exciting. I am doing my best to absolutely resist any people offering spares. I know Corner of Crafts had some. I don't know if they've sold out or not. I know Jen at Castleview as the Greatest Showman, she's going to list some next week, I think. So there's definitely still advents out there that you can get. I think Botanical Yarns also had some, but I'll maybe share them on my stories on Instagram as and when they come up. I'm going to try and resist, because I often do that. I often order 2 and then end up suckered for another one, or they show them in December and then they have some spares, or they go for pre-order and that's when I fall down. So I'm going to really try not to. So yeah, so I hope this setup is working. It looks good from here, dare I say. So thank you very much for joining me today. Take care of yourself, take care of others around you, and I hope you get some knitting time, and I hope you're happy and I hope you're safe. Take care. Bye.